So, talk a little bit about, I mean, obviously that's what led you there. I mean, that was a community where there was support and, the people that looked like you there. But I mean, do you think, I know that uh, completion can be an issue. Did most people graduate that went in?
Yeah, see, the attraction of tech was one, it's in Atlanta, and two, you can complete a master's in 4 quarters. Most of us had the fellowship that I mentioned, the GEM fellowship. You could finish your master's degree in 4 quarters. Now, a lot of students then stayed on for the PhD program, and now the PhD path was not quite as deterministic, but we still saw large numbers of African American students complete PhD studies at Tech. It was a tougher mountain to climb, but the BGSA played a large role in providing the emotional support and even the strategic support of connecting students with students who had already obtained their PhDs and were in industry, and bringing them back to campus as speakers and just letting people see what they wanted to be. It was a simple concept, but you're able to execute that simple concept because of the connection that exists between the people who graduate and the people who are still there, and maintaining that pipeline and regular ways of fellowship and interaction, I know helped to produce a lot of success stories. Even folks who might have taken a while to finish were able to finish. And everybody who finishes inspires everybody else who is still trying to traverse that path, because it's a difficult path.
And the BGSA, that was part of the activity as well, formally or not?
Yeah, formally, yes, sir. I attended every graduation that I knew about while I was president. Like, I was an official attendee at every BGSA member's graduation, whether that's master's or PhD. And I'm hoping that's a tradition that continues some 25 years after I was there, because that show of support is a powerful one and it's a needed one.
And have it like you were involved in the peer counseling in some form at Clemson. Was there some equivalent also?
Yeah, at Georgia Tech, they have OMED, Office of Minority Educational Development. Now, I did work as a tutor for a little while at OMED during my first year at Tech, maybe, but I did not have the time, did not have the same amount of time and same class schedule that I had at Clemson. So, as organizations, BGSA and OMED collaborate a lot. One way OMED always supported what we did is that's where we got our student data from every semester to produce the email list that allowed us to all stay in touch. That information always came directly from OMED.
And what Georgia Tech was, I mean, there were African Americans, white students. Were there many other people of color, or pretty much?
I had a growing Latino population in the 90s that has continued to grow. And now I think there's a triumvirate of organizations. There's the Black Grad Student Association, there's the Society of Hispanic and Professional Engineers, there's the Society of Black Engineers, there's the Society of Women Engineers. There are affinity groups for every minority at Tech, and I think those groups are still going pretty strong. They're very, very important roles.